We're going to take you live to the doors of Parliament House. Here's the Finance Minister, Matthias Cormann.
What a competitive evaluation process is.
Well, I'm a non-English speaking background, humble immigrant, and I thought competitive evaluation process is a pretty straightforward concept to understand. You put all of the options on the table, you assess them based on their comparative merits, their comparative strengths and weaknesses. You obviously based on a set of criteria, based on the capability requirements on the table, based on the costs, based on the project risks. You make an assessment based on the comparative strengths and weaknesses of the various options that are on the table, and then you make a decision in the national interest. Incidentally, that is entirely consistent with the defence acquisition processes followed by previous governments, including the previous Labor government. When it came to the acquisition of our naval combat helicopters, that was the process pursued by the previous Labor government. When we talk about defence procurement of assets of this sort of size, complexity and sensitivity when it comes to our national security interests, our defence interests, this is not like a run-of-the-mill procurement process for office supplies, for papers or food or drinks. This is like a pretty involved, complex process with a whole range of very strategic and sensitive considerations. We have always been committed to go through proper process. We've always been committed to ensuring that we get the best possible submarines at the best possible price to achieve the best possible defence and national security outcomes for Australia. That is our responsibility, and our responsibility to taxpayers, of course, is to get value for money, and that is what we're committed to doing.
Will it be an open process though? Will the ASC have a chance to bid to build these submarines based on a set criteria that the government releases?
Well, Australian companies will have the opportunity to participate. We've been very clear in relation to this. But again, I mean, this is a defence procurement process. This involves some sensitive national security related issues of great importance, and the process that is followed by this government is entirely consistent with the process followed by the previous government and governments before that. When it comes to defence procurement, you don't run open tender processes in the same way as if you were just buying some paper.